How's it going? Welcome back to Rolling with Dysfunction. Um, we've been doing some work in the van. Um, yeah, so the back bench seat that used to be here, we actually sold um, out of the van. We got that sold for, I asked 75 for it. I went ahead and sold it for 50, just because the guy was willing to come in and uninstall it himself. Me being in a wheelchair, that was a huge thing. Um, so got 50 bucks for that. Um, and so that put us kind of ahead of the game on that. Um, and then this is a trunk that my mom had, that will eventually become my dresser. Let me move it out of the way so you guys can see stuff. We've got the dogs back here helping today. My daughter's in doing her therapy, so figured we'd go ahead and make a video while we're. Oh, you helping? Yeah, helping. This is my service dog Malachi. You guys have met him. This is my daughter's insane ESA. This is Amos. We also call him Brown Dog. Kai, don't knock that down, baby. Come here. Oh, stay back here, baby. Um, go away. So we've got this long. Um, it's just a box. It's my mom bought it. Let's see, gosh, 3 years ago. Um, and it's been sitting in a closet. It got used for shoes for a while. It has three big boxes. Let me move you guys over here so you can see what's going on. Um, it's got these three big boxes down here. Probably should have it that way. Three big boxes down here. And then I put, these are just foam. We cut up a mattress, a full-size mattress, 4 years ago, and have been recycling the snot out of that. Part of it gets used as padding for things and cushions for underneath other seats, and it just, I don't know, it's been recycled and recycled and recycled and recycled, so it's insane. This middle thing back here was part of a what the heck are those called? Bunk bed that we measured and cut down, so that we can hang stuff on it. This too was part of that same bunk bed that we used. That let me move you over here so you can see it, so that it'll create kind of a wall there, so that we can hang up stuff on it, and we'll put magnets on it. And this is going to be our kitchen section. So right now it's just storing rando stuff, but we'll have our like stove stuff, cooking stuff, pots and pans and things like that, and then we can hang like a spice rack and stuff up on here. Yeah, this is just a hanging thing that I found laying around. And then this thing here is just a trunk that fits right here. The covering for this foam is actually a flat sheet that we cut. I am deciding whether or not we're going to do bunks over here, or y'all don't want to see my horrific, like, bottomless. Sit, stay. Okay, so deciding whether or not I'm actually going to turn our kitchen top into dual purpose it as my bed. and just do a folding extension right there so that it's long enough that we can fold it back down and then put the foam back on top. These foam pads, turn you a little bit so you can see. Brown dog, scoot over here for a minute. Oh, it's such a good boy. So these foam pads right here come off. They just have one of those little slippy things. So we can remove, hold on, just a minute. We can remove both of those, and then we'll have like a kitchen top. Wipe it down, clean it. Yes, you're a very good model. Everybody is very lucky to see you. Come back over here, thank you. And then, you know, clean it up, put this back on there, and then set that back on there as like my bed, because I don't need a lot of room. And then, you know, have my dresser, and then set my daughter up over here. And that way I'm near the door too. And then the dogs will have the top of the dresser, and it gives us extra floor space. So that's the beginning of our build. You know, we haven't gotten too far into it, but so far we have spent, I think, $15, mostly for the no stickum stuff that we got at the dollar store. And oh, I'm gonna turn you around here real quick. And some really ghetto like wallpaper that we also got at the dollar store. So that shelf is also one that we had, that we had stuff in. So as we're packing up the house, we're, you know, stuff that we can use for in here, we are using, we're kind of starting to move stuff into here. And the top half of that is blue and the bottom half of that is white. So we wrapped it in dollar store wallpaper. And, yeah, I mean, it's not gorgeous, but you know, it's not absolutely horrific if you're one of those people who doesn't mind absolutely horrific. So yeah, there's the beginning of our build. That's where we're at so far. The door is still accessible. I think our big purchase is probably going to end up being like solar panels, maybe. We still have camping stuff in storage that we're going to go through and see what we have, what we can use, what we can't use. Find out what happens after a yard sale. So $15 invested, $50 made. You know, we're still 35 bucks ahead right now, as far as that stuff goes. And I'm either the wheelchair that I have. So wheelchairs, because one of the things that we're doing on this channel is, you know, the disability stuff. Mine is a rigid frame. I'm contemplating whether or not to get a folding wheelchair. Because that wheelchair is only 25 pounds, 26 pounds. You know, I have the no flat tires, I have the removable wheels, and all of that good stuff. The top part folds down. I'll go through and show you guys that stuff on another video. We'll introduce you to my fancy schmancy wheelchair over there. I got that one because it's super lightweight and because we're kind of an active family. And I wanted something that was going to be rigid enough to keep up, because we do go camping. We do try and do stuff that, you know, a 40-pound wheelchair just couldn't really handle. So trying to figure out how we're going to work that. If we're going to just break it down every time, because I love that wheelchair. But we may need to figure that out. We'll see. But for now, that's where we're at with our build. And yeah. Any questions, any recommendations, throw in the comments. Anything else? Yeah. Otherwise, you know, next video will be more craziness and whatever else we can kind of jimmy rig into here and whatever else we got going on for the time. Thanks for being here. We'll see you guys next time on Rolling with Dysfunction.